Bulgaria taking on England today. England with a very comfortable 6-0 win away from home and putting them on the brink now of qualifying for the European Championships. But it isn't really the score or indeed the result that has been the standout talking point. It's what happened during the game. Monkey chants clearly heard towards Tyrone Mings and also Raheem Sterling, particularly in the first half, and they followed the protocol in that they were told the captains first off. There was a PA announcement. The game was then stopped. It was restarted. We heard the chants once again. It was stopped again, Shaq, and then we saw probably about 200 to 300 fans ejected from the stadium. And then in the second half, it seemed to calm down slightly. We are hearing from the England players that they made a decision at half-time that they wanted to go back out and complete the game. How do you feel this was all handled?
I thought it was handled very well indeed. And well, starting with your final point and the England players wanting to go back out and making that decision, a player's first instinct is always to finish the game, to go out and play, especially when you're doing as well as you were, as England were at commanding lead at half-time. So the suggestion that players just want to walk off the field, I always felt it was egregious and rather ridiculous. Saying that, I thought the officials on the day handled it as well as can be expected, especially given what we've been speaking about over the last 4 or 5 weeks, given the incidents that we saw in Italy, announcement over the tannoy, temporary suspension of the game. Who initiated the step in ushering out a section of the fans who I'm assuming were most responsible for those chants? Again, I thought was another brave step and one that paid huge dividends, as was the captain and some of the other Bulgarian players staying out at halftime to speak to some of those fans in certain sections of the ground. These are things where the game continues to police itself and make itself better, and I think should be applauded.
I can't tell, clearly, I can't tell individuals what to do in this scenario. No, nobody can. You have to be there to be suffering from this kind of abuse to understand how it feels and whether you want to carry on or not. However, I kind of get the feeling, and I don't know if walking off's the right thing to do or not, I kind of get the feeling that until somebody does a team, a high-profile team, does something like that, then the stance, it's going to take a stance like that in a platform like that, a European qualifier, to make, I think, to make UEFA do something drastic enough to combat the problem. Because what's going to happen, I don't know what's going to happen. Was it going to be a fine behind closed doors? I mean, by England walking off, and I don't know, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but potentially by England walking off, that's going to put UEFA in a hell of a predicament. I mean, it really is. Yeah. And I kind of, from the outside, which I am, I'm thinking, well, I applaud the players going back out and playing, as Shaka said, that's what players do. However, I kind of get the feeling now, by doing that, UEFA are going to just go the softly way. A bit like what FIFA are doing as well.
Let's not forget, half the stadium was closed anyway because of previous races.
Well, they knew it was going to happen. Well, they were 99.9% sure they were going to be subjected to this coming into the game. That's how sad an affair it is.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.